Oh, I just got McDonald's too. Oof. Alright, let me work on this right quick, and we'll get going. You ever had to burp so bad, but like nothing comes out? It feels like weird, like really, really weird. You burp, or you try to burp, but it feels like you're gonna vomit in your freaking lap. That's how I feel right now. Because I'm trying to burp, and nothing's coming, and it feels like if I burp too much, I'm gonna freaking belch all over the place, and that won't be very good. Anyway, let me do something right quick. I've been live for a minute, and already we're talking about weird stuff. Man, I'm weird. Join my basement in the Discord, and all will be forgiven. Not really, but why do I sound like a hoarse version of Batman? Justice of Gotham. You'll find out once I decide, boy. You know what? Before I do anything, I want to test out a few vehicles. So we're going to go a clear day. Okay. Oh, I got an aircraft carrier. That's nice. Alright, so... Oh, really? Where? Where's the Union? Alright, let's see how well this plane performs. It looks like an older version of the Corsair. It doesn't have the upgraded engine to it, so I'm Oh. You know, I have to admit, I do really like this this plane. It looks really nice. Like, it's the same course. What happened? Are you a baboon? It's crazy. Alright, let's see what these 20 mils can do. Oh, they're my new best friend. Oh, please pull up. Woo! Alright, so I'm liking this so far, and the ammunition's actually pretty decent too, so that's a blessing, I guess. I don't know. Oh. Oh, I got him! What, ZXR? Let me have my laugh in peace, damn it. What do you think is best Corsair? Well, let me get the last two. I'll fly them and I'll tell you. But out of the ones that I've messed with so far, it has to be, in my opinion, it has to be the 4.3 version. The 4.3 version has probably the best loadout that you can get. You can mount bombs and rockets, so that is very useful. There's two 4.3s. Is there really? We're talking about the Corsair, aren't we? We're not talking about the Chinese freaking 4.3. Freaking. We're talking about the Corsair, not that freaking crap. Wait, was there really? Wait, was there really a 4.3 Corsair for... Wait, is that red one? Is that red one I see sometimes? Because I've seen like a red Corsair before, and I really want it. Because red looks really good on that plane, actually. Like, I never thought I'd say that red looked good on a plane, but that plane pulls that off really well. I flew over it and dumped his morale out on him. I'll have to look and see which one you were talking about, but... In my strategic opinion, I feel like the 4.3 Corsair for America is the best one. Out of the ones that I've used, at least. Dude, they labeled the Churchill as an infantry tank. Well, I guess that's actually true, but still. Hey, if you got a picture, ZXR, that you can send me of the Corsair that was in the Chinese tech tree, please send it to me so I can look at it. Not the skins themselves, but just the plane. I wouldn't have imagined the Chinese getting a Corsair. I don't think that would have... Anyway, this is the one I'm talking about. The F4U-4. This is the one I'm talking about. Out of the ones that I've used so far, that one's the one. Dude, I can't go to any of these. They're all in like a different language too, so I'm not gonna trust that. Just take a screenshot and send it to me. It was a dev plane. Oh, that thing. Huh. Yeah, that's not a the Corsair I'm talking about. If I'm being honest, ZXR, I think it would do Gaijin / warthunder really like decentness if they did actually kind of do if they did decide to add like World War I and like post World War I planes into the game. I mean, we already have the Swordfish, and now we have that World War I bomber that we could have. The only thing that I imagine that they would have to do is they would have to quite literally focus on it as a single update and call it the World War I update. I mean, can you imagine the advertising? Like, can you imagine the advertising for that? Like, you know, instead of them saying, play from World War II to modern era, you know, play from World War I to modern era. Like, come on. People would jump at that. I mean, because you got to think about it. Tanks and planes. They all kind of started around the same time. And they've evolved so much. So just imagine like doing that. I mean, how much money they would make off of that, you know? Not handhold, but I want to hold it. Looks cool. I'm weird, I know. I mean, but just thinking about it like that. I want to touch it. See? It says not handhold. I want to hold it. Take it off the plane and hold it. Duh. Bro's always got the negative mind. I'm going to touch the butt. I'm so getting canceled for that comment. Oh, I'm getting canceled for that one. Dude, is that like, is that how most guys see a woman when they see it? Like, I want to touch the butt. I feel like that's most dudes nowadays. Like, I want to touch the butt. I knew you'd probably click that. I don't know if I'm going to do a custom today. At least not right now. Maybe later, but not right now. But hey, did you know I wanted to touch the butt? We're all children here. I'm so childish sometimes and I can't help it. It's too hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna go low here. Dude, where are all the AA guns and stuff? Or have they don't pop up? Children are not 20. There they are. I knew they would be somewhere. Alright, where is it? There you are. Touching butts and tatas. Yes, tatas. How old are you again? I mean, let's be honest, like, back in the day, like, they were forcing you, like, your parents and stuff would force you to get married at, like, at 18, you were supposed to be married and out of the house at that point. And it just, I don't know, it kind of feels forced. It feels forced at that point, like, oh yeah, by the way, I need you to... Oh, he clipped my wing. He's like trying a little too hard to kill me. This is honestly entertaining to watch. Bro is struggling to kill me. Alright, I got another target. I'm gonna... Ah, well, there it went. I knew he'd kill me eventually, but... I'm not even mad because he was being such a tryhard about it. It's like, yeah, okay, you wasted all of your Japanese ammunition to kill one plane that was avoiding you like the plague. So yeah, you go right on ahead. Have fun dogfighting now, sucker. You know, if I had about, like, 2 people that could go with me and attack ground targets and everything with me, it would be a little bit more entertaining. But anyway, going back on that topic we were talking about, hello FME, like, I find it interesting how, like, back in, like, the 1800s and stuff, when you turned 18, you were considered a man. You were supposed to go find a wife and marry her. Of course, you had to go to her parents and ask her to marry them. Ask them to marry her, excuse me. I had to rethink what I just said because it dawned on me. So, And now in today's society, you just ask the girl and then she denies you. If you were born a girl, ZXR, shut up. Shut up, please. I'm talking about boys turning into men. Exactly. We got people getting pregnant at 14. Yeah. Which, that's just sickening. But you know the one thing? If I ever had a daughter... You know, I've actually thought about playing Wolfenstein, actually. It actually looked like it would be a very entertaining game. Y'all would see my inner, Douglas, wait, where did you post that?
I'm gonna touch the butt.
What in the world?
I'm gonna touch the butt.
Why would you post that, ZXR? Oh no. Why are you spamming my thing? Hello. You sound sick. What now? Why? ZXR, do you want to be removed from moderation position, buddy? He's a testee. No. I'm test running him. More or less. So do you want to play some War Thunder Aviation with me? Hey, listen to what ZXR said. Actually, I prefer the name Trial Mod. Alright, now you gotta, no. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do the nerd thing. Come on. Gotta do the nerd one. Actually. Actually, I prefer the term trial mod. So, SMFA, there may or may not be a 5-second clip of me saying, I'm gonna touch the butt. ZXR, just send it to him in Discord. I was making a reference to Nemo, and then he clipped it, and now it's completely taken out of context. Finding Nemo turned into Finding the Butt. But if you really think about it, that is exactly what happened. He ended up having to find the boat in order to find... he had to find the boat that Nemo touched in order to find the... in order to find Nemo, so it was like one of those things that just happened. It makes sense, strangely. And we've already made Herman the German uncomfortable, and he just got here. Okay, dolphin or whatever the flip that was supposed to be. $35? I don't really know, if I'm being honest. Like, I would. Well, no, I think the German starter pack is what, $39.99, so that's like $40. Is it? Is it really? I could have sworn it was cheaper than that. Nope, not until I hit 500. But even if you don't help me, I'll do it when I hit 500, just as a celebration. I'll make a whole stream. I'm gonna freaking make a whole stream about giving ZXR a $25 PlayStation gift card, and then you don't even have a PlayStation. Bro doesn't have a PlayStation, but he's got a PlayStation gift card. What do you play War Thunder on? This the question. I hear a keyboard, so I'm assuming that. You play War Thunder on your phone. And why'd you say your phone? What are you, a War Thunder mobile tryhard or something? Bro, the fact that, no, here's something that really pisses me off that I found out, and I already knew this, but a friend of mine, he didn't have a PlayStation or anything that he could really play War Thunder on, so he got War Thunder Mobile, right? They got freaking submarines. Yeah, they got freaking submarines before we did. When did they do that? I'm assuming it's gone now, but... I'm trying to go after a BF-109 now. I'll let you know how it goes. I hit him. That's about all I did. Yeah, especially in this jug. Because he's behind me now, and as usual, there's no freaking... There's no help. Everyone's gone. So needless to say, here I am trying to go after ground targets with a BF-109 on my ass, and I just died. I don't know, maybe because a BF-109 with 13 millimeters and 20 millimeters said, no, you may not. Fucking German tryhards, I swear. Like, don't get me wrong, I get German planes are really good and all, but bro, go and actually fight somebody that can actually, like, dogfight you. Don't be going after the weak targets. It's like the most weak thing you can do is going like that. Come on. I like going for bombers. Like I love going for bombers when I'm in a fighter and everything. Like, I love it because it's easy to kill. It's an easy kill. But, and, you know, that's kind of, like, if you really look at it, that's kind of what the BF-109 did most of the time. Like, it was like if you look at the B7, like, if you look at a lot of the, if you look at like the B-17 formations and all, most of the time what they were reporting getting shot down by were BF-109s. But they were specially built for high altitudes, speed, and just boom and zoom tactics. They were like special ones built for that specific role. No. Yeah. Like, you really had to play to your skills, and unfortunately, a lot of the pilots, yeah. Alright, so, do you want to join me in 4-7 and suffrage? Bro said, let me buy something first, and then I'll think about it. Well, don't look at me. I don't know what to tell you. Shut up. You know what I mean. Okay, I gotta know, why is it that I can only mount a single 500 on this thing? Come on, that's stupid. Why would you do that? Like, why only give one 500 on a plane like this? Like, come on. Freaking all ZXR's fault. Freaking always breaking things. Blame it on you just for no reason. I was having fun earlier. Like, there was like 3 of us, and all 3 of us were like freaking in planes in America, and like everybody was ground attacking, and we got like a buttload of points off of it. I love ground attacking. Like, it's fun, but the moment the Germans are on the enemy team, it's impossible because of the fact that they just try hard way too much. This thing is reading that apparently 32% of this plane, as far as fuel goes, is an hour worth of flight time. Dude, what did they do? Did they put like one of those EcoBoost freaking engines in this plane? Does the engine turn off and on? Are we running on a battery? Apparently you don't know how to speak. Guys, I think he broke himself. Did your brain fart again? Did you know that No, it never happened, bro. Wink, wink. English sure is complicated when a word has 2 meanings. You know, that is actually true. Like, there are so many English words that mean the same thing that are spelled exactly the same way, but either you pronounce them differently in different situations or whatever. Alright, so one is T-H-E-R-E, one is T-H-E-I-R, I think. Okay, well, it depends on which one you're talking about. If you're talking about, like, as in over there, like you're looking in a certain direction, so it would be T-H-E-R-E. And then if you're talking about the other there, it would be like it's their house. It belongs to that person, and then I don't know what the other one is. There, and there. Yeah, I don't know what the third one is, believe it or not. Oh, hold on, I gotta clock out. Oh, I know which one. Hold on, give me just a second. I have to clock out, and I'll answer that question. I was watching. I'm paying attention. I have eyes in the back of my head. Not really, but that'd be creepy, right? He has eyes in the back of his head. Alright, check out, and... No, there's not. Stop lying. I don't see anything above me. But anyway, the other one is there, as in they are. T-H-E-Y, whatever that... Yeah, like they are over there, so it would be there over there. And okay, that's a tongue twister. No! Yeah! I can go lower. You should have seen me last night, dude. Dude, I was lower last night to the water than I am to the sand right now with a torpedo. Like, I was around at, like, I want to say about 15 to 20 feet above sea level, and somehow I wasn't dying. It was insane. We already knew that. No, somebody called me rude today in the stream because of the fact that I mentioned that I stood next to an F-15. F-18, excuse me. Yes, on the Yorktown they got a Blue Angels F-18. And it would, like... No, they don't. They're really good at what they do. I don't like the fact they have females in there, but, yeah, I'm aware. Females don't need to be in the military. I've said it for a long time, and I think the current issues that are happening is a perfect example of that. But nobody ever listens to a good old country boy that knows that he is quite capable of doing more than a woman. But anyway, I know it's not a very good bomb, and I hate that about it. But you know, it'll give me some sort of pointage. But I mentioned, yes, I'm aware. Just shush. But I was talking about how I stood beside it and it looked really small, and they immediately go, dude, they immediately go, oh, well, it's 15 feet tall. And I never meant, I might have messed up what I was trying to say and said that it felt short, which from what I remembered, yes, it was short, and compared to a few of the other planes that I was looking at, it was short. Do you want to explode? Dude, this is like an offensive over here. This is awesome. Dude, I'm watching what is that, Shermans? Dude, Shermans. What are they doing on the enemy team? I think I got a plane behind me. Nope. They're close, but they're not exactly behind me. Got another target. Dude, I couldn't hit any of these even if I wanted to. Look, another M8. Got another one. Got another one. If I keep doing this, I might just get me enough points to just get on out of here. Hello. Hello, goodbye. I just hit the ground and made it! Oh my god! Count my lucky stars. No. Remember I said count my lucky stars? I'm dead now. I flew into the wrong area, I think. Yes! Oh my god! A Yak 3 is trying to murder me. Hold on the line, please. I'm being murdered. Yak 3 is trying to... Oh no, my internet. Ugh. Dude, I just got double teamed so hard there. What the world? Bro just lost all of his moderation privileges. No. Just... What the world? Dude, is that your engine trying to crank? I hear every single bit of it. Please stop. Do you just fart in the microphone? What are you listening to? I want to die so bad right now. Guys, help me. He's murdering me with my ears. Are you okay? I'll take that as a no. Timmy, help. Timmy, help. Timmy, help, please. He's not wrong. I keep having it. I can't stay in this freaking chat right now. I can't physically focus. What? I warned him. I did warn him. My ears hurt now. The amount of brain rot he just fed me was kind of... Ooh, it makes me want to cringe. Oh, come on! This is all that comes with rockets! What a ripoff! All you guys hear me saying is, this is a ripoff! Yeah, I actually can't wait to get the, I'm not rejoining. There is no way that you will ever pay me enough to rejoin that chat. I gave you an invite already, Douglas. You better hurry up, because I'm ready to go. We're not doing 9-0. Get out of that crap. Ain't got time for that crap! I don't want to go to 9-0. 9-0 seems scary. You ever had to fart so bad that you just wanted to open up your butt cheeks and just let it go? Oh my God. I'm so weird sometimes. I'm sorry, guys. Dude, what came first? The orange or the color orange? What came first? The chicken or the egg? Who fired off all their rockets and wasted time? Also, good luck, Douglas. Corsair's down. I called it before it happened. Hold on, guys. Guys, watch this, guys. The plane flies better the other way around, sir. Batman fanboy, is that what that says? No, Batman tanned what? What? I'm just they broke my mental stability. Hey, Douglas, my 500 doesn't do much damage, so if I make it over there, hold your bombs until I drop mine. Or at least let me know when you dropped yours so I know whether or not I have enough time to drop mine. Also, did you know that chicken nuggets at McDonald's you can get 40 for $14 and some change? Also known as 15 bucks. Is it bad that when you look at the sun in this game, you can see like lines, and to me it almost makes it feel like that somebody else was in this plane before you and they were trying to claw their way out of the canopy. That's what it looks like, and it's creepy to think about. Also, I think Douglas might be slightly faster than me somehow on a B-17. It's kind of disturbing, actually. Douglas, slow down. You know, I recently got the B-17G, and it's actually going to end up being slower, if it's historically accurate. It's going to end up being slower than the ones that I already have, so it's also an interesting little fact. Also, somebody's asking you how fast your plane goes. I don't exactly know the exact mileage, but I know it's about, I think they say that it can go close to 300. Even though it never freaking reaches 300, you're lucky if it hits 200. You know, Douglas, this is the only time that I know of that you've actually made it to the battlefield. Oh, nope, never mind. I'm in danger. Please no. Here it comes. Wow. I swear I hate Swedish players. I don't know who tries hard the most, the Chinese players or the Swedish players. I do believe that most likely the Swedish players, I do believe they take the cake on that one. I'm sorry, but I do believe they do. They completely outclass anyone else when it comes to their try-hardiness. But then they have the audacity to complain when you murder them, and it's like, or at least in ground battles, they have the audacity to complain when you murder them. And it's like, well, you know, consider it a payback for being a bitch when you were playing planes, asshole, you know? Also, I will be so glad to get rid of this freaking plane. I'm going to probably intentionally take this thing out, and y'all are going to watch me freaking just nosedive into the ground the first match I get it. And I'm gonna make the joke, oh no, our engine failed. But yeah, we have this version and then we have this version. You know, I'm actually very happy that I have this version now though, because now we can do like full-on bomber formations. Oh no, the towers are there. Ah! You know, it really puts you into perspective on how big the B-17 is. Because there's the B-25, right? B-17, B-25, B-17, B-25. I think, honestly, the Liberator's bigger than the B-17, actually. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, it is. It's slightly bigger. It's got a bigger wingspan. I know that. I can tell that. And wait, hold on. The fuselage is huge, too. Look at that. Hold on. All right, so we'll zoom all the way out. All right, as far as it goes. All right, B-24, B-17. Ah, maybe not. No, I think the B-17 is actually slightly longer than the B-24. Cool. Nice to know. I'm still gonna die, but nice to know. You know what's funny? I have to get both of these leveled up so that I can put them in a crew. And the funny thing is, it carries the same amount of bombs that you can mount on the A36, I think is what they call it. Where is it? No, the B-26. I think this one looks the best, though. I like that nose. The nose lineup for it will work better for it, I think. And plus, they don't seem to put a 37 mil in it, so that'll be helpful. And I think the Army camo looks really good on it, too. I'm not sure if I'd like that cockpit, though. Just very open, and you could tell that the radio dude is like sitting right behind the co-pilot, so that's really interesting. And who you got in there? Hold on. Oh, wrong button. Okay, so what's that? The gunner? Yeah, the rear gunner. So what? You're supposed to... Technically, this plane would have 4 dudes, because there is, if you pay attention, there is that little thing right here. So there would be a 4th dude in here, but they don't put him in there. I don't know why, but I guess that was a decision they had to make. But anyway, we're going to continue to work on trying to level this bad boy up. Hopefully we get it done. Be nice if I had a fighter that actually tried to escort me, maybe. Wait, hold on, what?
Again! So my main account got banned. Again! If you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that this happens to me on a regular basis. Because I can't stop talking about putting pedophiles in wood chippers. You know, the way God intended it to be. We had 1.7 million people over there who agreed with me on that. I feel like it's important that I'm truly honest and transparent with you guys and let you know that I have not learned my lesson, and I am still going to be talking about the same shit. I will be speaking out against these people that hurt kids until I don't have a voice anymore. Because when it happened to me when I was a little kid, it was considered a taboo subject that nobody talked about. That allowed child predators to hide in the darkness and continue doing bad things to kids. The old wood chipper tribe, we ain't going nowhere, guys, and there's not a damn thing TikTok can do about it. If you're with me on that, let me know right down there in the comments.
No, I definitely agree, dude. Pedophiles are like the worst of the worst when it comes to criminals. I will tell you guys this, alright? If you're a pedophile and you go to prison, kill yourself. Because you will survive quicker killing yourself than you will... you will survive quicker in prison killing yourself than you will... Hold on, guys. I'm reading a message from my mom. No, I'll tell you guys a story when I get back from the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, so the reason that I say that stuff about pedophiles needing to kill themselves and all is because, and I find it interesting, this actually happened to somebody in my family. No relation, I promise. And this is actually an incident, and let me tell you the story. So, my aunt has a husband who I believe is an ex-war veteran, I think, and he's paranoid as all get out. The guy is so paranoid he always drives around in a car with a pistol in the glove box. I think it's the glove box, or it might be the middle compartment in some vehicles. I can't remember. Well, one day, they're all out of the car, and my aunt's adopted son, that's what he is. He's adopted. He's not really hers. And a friend of his are sitting in the car. The idiot husband of hers leaves the glove box or whatever it's in open and unlocked, or just unlocked. My aunt's kid, adopted, grabs the gun, and they're playing with the gun. There's a bullet in the chamber. He pulls the trigger, shoots the other kid. I can't remember where. The kid doesn't die, thank God. Thank God that he was. Thank the Lord that God was there that day. The kid was okay. He just needed to. I think they had to remove the bullet, or it went straight through, and all that. But the parents sued him, I do believe, and had every right to. And her husband got put up on criminal charges. They put him in jail, guys. He's out in the courtyard with all these other criminals, and they gang up on him. They grab his papers to see what he's in because apparently rumor had spread that it had something to do with a child. And he's like, big bad criminals, guys. They walk up to him, they take his papers. They're about to beat the ever-loving crap out of him because of the fact that they think he's a pedophile and a child rapist and stuff like that, right? One of them reads what the charges are, and they back off because they find out he's not, and they back off. Had he been a pedophile or a child rapist, he wouldn't have made it out of there alive. So just think about that for a second. The worst of the worst, murderers, mass murderers, whatever, bank robbers, whatever. You touch a child and you go to jail, you're going to wind up dead because that's one thing those guys don't deal with very well. Think about that for a second. The worst of the worst going to beat your ass because of the fact that you're raping children. That's crazy. Your ass is going to be 31 on that 30 guys kill list. Buddy, come here. Come here. Don't growl at me. Get over here. What if I don't want to, Douglas? Riddle me that, boy. Oh. Mountain Dew breath. Ugh. Boy. I haven't told you guys yet, but as of yesterday, I was talking to a friend of the family. I am going this Sunday to a friend of the family's house. And I am changing the oil in my truck and hopefully getting the window fixed in my truck. So I'll have at least good circulation in the truck, and a truck that doesn't feel like it's going to blow up at any moment because it needs an oil change. Got the oil filter, and then last week I got the... Actually, no, it wasn't last week. It was Tuesday when I got... Why is there a... Please tell me you see that, Douglas. Alright, Douglas, I have a plan. I don't know if it'll work, but we're going to try it anyway. Follow me. Well, I guess I'll fall... I don't know how this is going to work out, considering how slow this plane is when it's loaded. I think I'm going to try and try my luck at hitting some ground targets. I don't know, though. I might try and swing around and hit the bases. I don't know if I want to do that just yet. Why did a B-17 spawn on the airfield? Is he an idiot? Probably. What's his name? CC. Alright, 2. So he's with a Typhoon. That's why he's playing with a freaking Typhoon, and I guess he expects him to save him. Let's see, 7 is a P-63 and a F-8F. 6 is a B-17E and a P-47. 5 consists of an F-8F and a Corsair. 4 consists of an XP-50 and a Yak-3, so both premium players, of course. 3 consists of a P-38 and a P-51. 2 consists of the Typhoon and the B-17, and then me and you are, and of course, the P-47 and the Corsair, and then there's 2 random dudes, and a Wyvern and a Spitfire. Yay! So here's the plan. Either one, I can go for the ground targets that are over here, or I can go for the map and go for the bomb base. Personally, I'm not going to get much points off of that, so I think I'm going to go for the ground target. So here we go. Wish me luck, because I'm going to need it. I am not trying to go in that canyon. The last time I went in that canyon, it took me forever to get back out. We'll just put it that way. Well, I imagine so, considering somebody's already freaking attacking the crap out of our ground stuff. Who here agrees that the P-47 deserves an air spawn? I think it does. And the reason I say it does is simply because of the fact that it, most of the time, is a really good ground attacker. Hey, can you take care of the IL-10, please, Douglas? Uh-oh. I didn't see that one. Hey, sir, we're friends here. I'm just a friendly neighborhood ground attacker. Thank you. Alright, well, I'm just a friendly neighborhood. Why did he go for me? Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Dude. Oh wait, he went back to a ground attack. We're good. Well, it feels like a freaking ground attacker. That's more or less what I mean. And it really does. It plays like a ground attacker, in my opinion. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna go right there. That should be enough right there. Nope, it didn't do anything. Oh, of course. Dude, why do they always come after me? Am I like special or something? Do I have a tag that says, please freaking shoot me? Because I feel like I do sometimes. Okay, you know what? Woo! That was close. Oh, great. Alright, well, I'm screwed. Either way I look at it, so... Can I bail out, maybe? Hey, look, the pilot's safe. Let the pilot get out and do whatever. Wait. I love how the question is asked, will the U.S. officially declare war on Iran from the Israel and Iran conflict? Somebody immediately goes, we're in the end times, so probably. Guys, let me tell you something. Which P-47 is your P-47? Oof, dude, wow. French fry. Wow, that tastes nasty. But people are talking about how it's the end of times and everything. I don't believe it is. I really don't. Because it says in the Bible, dude, as far as I'm aware, it's always been at 4:7. It could have moved. I don't know. Because what it says is, in the end of times, money will no longer be required. You will use your own body to be used as payment or whatever, I think is how it says. Basically, they'll have chips in your arms, is how it says in Revelation. It's only happening in one place, and that's, I believe, China. And apparently, according to the Bible, it says that it'll happen everywhere. So, I don't think it's the end of times yet, but it's getting close. Guys, do it again. That's crazy. Hey, what kind of bomb load are you carrying on that thing, Douglas? But there's also talk that in the end of days there will be an antichrist. All right, people are saying that Trump is the antichrist, and it's like I don't see that. You don't have bomb loaded? I was wondering if you did or not. You were taking off pretty quick, so. I'm going to head over to the first base if I can, at least get some targets there. But like people are talking about it's the end days. They said the same thing. Let's see. They said the same thing in World War I. They said the same thing in World War II. They said the same thing in Vietnam and Korea. And every war since then. Every time there's a war, there's always those people, it's the end days! We're still here! Do I believe that the end days are getting closer? Yes. But I don't think the end days are here quite yet. There will be signs when the end days are near. We will see them. And it says in the Bible, you will see them, they will be noticeable. The beginning of the end of days, if I remember correctly, it says the beginning of the end of days comes when... I can't remember exactly when it says. At some point it says that at the end of the days, a virus will strike and stuff like that. Like there's like a buttload of scripture on it. I try not to think about it. I just went in a sailboat and forgot to put dang. I don't know what half that stuff is you said, but cool. Good luck, Douglas. Oh shoot, KI-61, please kill him. Please kill him. I just want to hit some targets. Why am I always the prime target for these idiots? Get him off my 6! Never mind, just let him kill me. That works too. This P-47 has been the worst P-47 I have played out of all of them. Every match, I die. At least in the other P-47s, I was at least able to do something before everybody killed me. I'm about to take my ass and fly the hell out of the map like I would in a bomber and come right on back in. It's gonna take forever, but damn, I'm sick of this. Damn. I want to level up my damn plane. Let me stop talking like a drunkard. Hey guys, I got a car radio. Y'all remember the car radio, right? You know, the one I couldn't figure out how to turn on? That one? It's, I think it's supposed to be a Chevy. I don't know for sure. But when I turned it on, like, the sound on it sucked, so I just didn't use it. I'm thinking about giving it away. Maybe you guys can use it as a decoration or something. I don't know. $50. And it's yours. It's got wheels! Anyway. You know, I am so glad that having a console doesn't consist of, hey, let me check my ping. Like, I hear PC players talking about all the time, oh my god, my ping! And I'm like, what the flip is ping? What is that exactly? I don't have that issue! Like, I'm not trying to, like, pick on PC players at all. But I find it interesting how they're always trash-talking console players. But yet when they play any multiplayer game, all you ever hear any PC player talk about is, oh my god, my ping went up! And I'm like, explain to me what ping is again? I don't exactly remember. Like, again, no offense to the PC players, but dude, there's just more and more evidence you need a console. And to be honest, like, I don't like the idea. I don't like the, hold on, give me a second. I'm just, anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I don't like the idea of consoles getting to a point to where now they're starting to cost about the same amount it would cost to get my gaming laptop. My gaming laptop, guys, for those of you who don't know, it runs about near every game that I can possibly want to play on it, and it runs it fine. I paid less than $1,000 because it was on sale at Amazon. If I were to go and get it now, it would be $1,095 plus tax. And if I got the more upgraded version of it, it would be more than that, but only like a little bit above $1,000. The new PlayStation 5 Pro, if I remember correctly, I've seen it in stores for $699.99. $700 for a console. I paid $500 and something for my PS5. Slim disc. I don't need a Pro. I don't need all that. I really don't. You guys see how well the PS5 works. You don't need the Pro. I don't believe that you do. You don't need to pay an extra $200 for something that only has a few upgrades that aren't really going to help you in the long run. Anyway, I have to go take a shart, so I will be back.
attention to the map.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Okay, let's see. Oof. I don't know if this thing can carry all this, so if it can't, then that's fine. No big deal. So I guess it can only carry that much, so how much is that going to kill us on speed? Okay, well. Here we go. We're going to try this again. We're going to try and hit a base, hopefully. Somebody mentioned something about doing a hide and seek. I don't know about doing a hide and seek. I've been working on planes so much I haven't even bothered to mess with tanks. Like I want to get America at least closer to jets, and I'm actually enjoying most of the planes that I'm playing, so is that the coast of Gibraltar? Is that what I say? Let me see. No, the coast of Gabiz? Is that how you pronounce that? I can't tell. Oh no. Who brought him in? Dude, that is cruel. Oh. Told you he wouldn't survive. Oh, that is hilarious. Dude, this is nice out here. I like this. I know where we're at, by the way. This is actually a tank map, too. Of course it went T, of course. But anyway. Hello, FME. How are you? You know, I find it very convenient, FME, how you showed up not long after the riots in California happened. Will you ever play low tier France? I play a little bit of low tier tanks here and there, but I try not to mess with their planes because they don't really have very good machine guns there. And even if you do land hits, most of the time it doesn't really do much to an enemy plane. So it just becomes like you're basically struggling and wasting all your ammunition on one plane. Hope that helps you in your question. The tanks are great. I don't know why everybody says that the tanks at 1-0 France suck. You just need to learn how to use the shell. You hit a solid spot, and if you get it on a flat space, you can kill a French, or you can kill a German tank. Like, the German Panzers are easy to kill with the shell they give you. Dude, freaking 3-7 is fine. I don't know why everybody says that. The M22 by far, simply because of the fact that its gun's better. Why is the Brigand heading for me? I love the fact that I put so many shells in him, and it did absolutely nothing. It's like the shells passed by him. I love it when Gaijin freaks me over. Also, I'd love to recreate that screenshot. That would look really cool. Oh, cool. What's this? Oh, whatever. Oh, we're getting a little bit better speed. Now we're at least hitting 400. Pixel, isn't it a little late for you to be joining? Dude, it's 6:17. It's like dark for you. Probably around midnight. Bro's gonna say, no, actually. How many days of premium do I have? Not that much. And I keep in mind, I did buy this at Christmas time. And I've gotten new vehicles and stuff, so it just like refills itself. Wait, hide your real nickname in battle with randomly generated one. Change the condition of vehicle camouflages. Exclude loading screens from showing. Ban missions, increase daily number of dynamic campaign missions that give rewards, insurance compensation of expenses for automatic vehicle repair, automatic ammo restoring, and up to 0 silver lions in battle that finish with negative earnings. It's not actually a bad little deal. And by the way, it goes half during Christmas, so I would honestly really suggest, if you guys really want a bang for your buck as far as silver lion or golden eagles and premium account, wait till Christmas. They do a discount. It goes half. Get the freaking 365-day one. It will always be the best option. I don't care what anyone says. Also, give me a second. I do have pets. I have 3. Well, 5. They're not. 3 of them are mine. 2 of them are not. We have a cat, a bunny, 3 dogs. If we include the fox I was feeding like years ago, it would be about 6, but that's a whole different story. Somebody had the audacity to say that if I was a furry, I couldn't own pets, and it was like, huh? Like, it was the guy, actually, the funny thing was about that whole situation, and him saying that was actually the guy that not only created the furry forum that, Wolf, would you ever play Israel? Maybe. I'll think about it. Hey, look, planes are falling out of the air. We lost 2. I love getting in the air last. It makes me feel so welcome. Super Sherman is pretty good. Dude, I have like 8-0 in Israel. What are you talking about? The Super Sherman is good. And it's the Ish Sherman. Thank you. Please call it by its legit name. Thank you. It's bad when you can take a plane like that and you can quite literally, or a tank, excuse me. It's really cool to me when you could take a tank like that's at 6-0 and you can take it into high tier battles, and as long as you don't get shot first, you can kill tanks. I think that is like probably the coolest thing about that tank is the fact that you can kill tanks at high tier with no issue. Like, it would get ranked up all the time when I was playing it to 6-7. Murdered Tiger 2s like it was nothing. It did the same with a mouse one time. Actually, excuse me, I called the Ish Sherman the Mouse Slayer because there was a match one day. There was 2 or 3 mouses, the tanks, right? I killed 2 of them. I think it was 2, and I killed both of them with that tank. Think I'm playing? Go ahead and try me. I'm being completely and honestly serious with y'all. It killed all of them. And it only took me like 2 or 3 shots on each of them to kill them. If I'm being honest, like once you figure out where to hit a mouse, it's not that hard to kill it if you have a good gun. It's actually called the Ish Sherman, and the reason they call it that is because it's an Israeli Sherman, of course, but the funny thing is, it takes a French 105, it mounts it, so it's really a French Sherman, if you think about it. It's technically French, because it has a French gun. Would have been nice if they would have slapped an autoloader in it. That would have been nice. I mean, come on, you put a 105 with a decent shell and you can't add me an autoloader into that thing? Come on. I mean, and it's bad to me because they did do it with there's like a 75, the 5.0 premium Sherman that you get for France. It has the autoloader in it. It's basically an AMX turret. And I find it to be one of the coolest freaking tanks in the game because of the fact that it has a 5-second reload with that particular turret. And at 5.0, that thing dominates. Even with the shell that it uses, it still dominates. If you know what you're doing with the tank, it dominates like crazy. Alright, base damaged, and then 2 bombs out. That should kill it. Nope. I didn't kill it. Dang it. I love it when I miss. And now there's a plane on my 6 that's possibly going to kill me before I get whipped around. So this will be nice. This will probably be my last run. Alright, bomb away. Bomb hit. Bomb took. Alright, there we go. Now to run for my life. Even though I doubt I'm going to make it. But hello, LA-11. Wait, LA-11? What is that? Hi. No. Bad. Oh, wing. Sir, I did not consent. Let me see what that is. Hold on. LA-11. I think I know what that is. That's actually really cool looking. I like that. What is that face? No. Oh, hey look. He had the same issue I do. You burned to death. Yak 3. Oh, you poor soul. Wait, that's the D25. Oh, that's like the... What is it? 3.7 version, or is it a 4.3? I think it's the 4.3 variant. Hey guys, I want the XP55. That thing looks so stupid. It's like one of the stupidest looking planes, but like, it's like really good. I'll be so glad to be able to get this plane leveled up enough that it doesn't die every time it gets shot. We'll eventually get it leveled up, and when we do, it'll be a glorious day, as I joke around sometimes about. No, I'm not playing Russia. I'm just leveling up something that needs to be leveled up. Somebody mentioned they wanted to see me play Israel, so let's see what we got here. I got a 7-7 lineup that I'm working on currently. And I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but this is the tank that I use a lot. And I'm curious, FME, why does it matter to you that I play Israel or not? According to what I've read, there's a possibility that America might be going to war with Iran if Iran doesn't stop. So, I'm looking not forward to that. Also, don't ask me to use that because it won't happen. Also, I just now realized why that's there, and I forgot to put the other vehicle in, so now I'm an idiot. One of the biggest issues I have about this particular tank is the fact that the machine gun nests and everything, it can be shot just like the early Magoks can, and it just makes it such a weak spot on the tank that you lose a commander really easily with it, and it's just an annoying piece of equipment sometimes. I think his head popped off a little. Just an observation. Oh, we are at 8.0. 8.3 actually. The XM800 is at 8.3 now, so keep that in mind, gents and ladies, if there's anyone here. That's a woman. Sir, no. Sit down. It's okay, I got it. I know what I'm doing. Hey, is there a tank up there? I think there's a tank up there. Guys, I think there's a tank somewhere. Guys, I'm scared. There's a tank somewhere. Tanks are scary. Especially when you're playing this tank. It has absolutely no armor, and that's one of the things that kills it a lot of times. Alright, I'm gonna push and see if I can help the team. Alright, here we go. Push a little bit further. Hello. Crit, Commander, go! Oh, no! Wait, his gunner's out, isn't it? Yes, it is. No, it's not. Uh-oh. Mine is, but his is not. I just want to make sure he can't shoot me. I'm not worried about the other guy. Alright, I'm just gonna have to deal with this right now because I have to get this gun back. It's fine, it's just a 50-second repair. It's nothing too menacing. I promise. You know, I can't stand it when they get on A because it just causes way too many problems. Oh, now that's just wrong. Bro is a tryhard in a helicopter. Just wow. I got a kill on a light tank and that was it. Well, I got a crit, but still, we don't count those. I got an enemy kill assist with that too. Nice. Alright, well, I'm on the way. Have no fear. Israel is here. I don't know. I gave up on that already. Hey, I think somebody's AFK, just a guess. He's mounting a wall, so I'm guessing he's AFK. Just a guess, you know, an educated guess. It's always okay to have an educated guess, you know? Also, nobody is on C anymore, so I don't want to push up, so I'm going to hide here. I'm going to just, very politely throw some artillery down and move very, very carefully and very, very slowly to the C point. Shh, they don't know I'm here. Centurion Mark 10. Is that what that is? The Mark 10, is that what I'm using? I don't feel like that's what I'm using. That might be the one that I get next, but I don't think that's the one that I'm using, per se. No! Marked. No! I don't think it scouted him before I died! Dude, what a ripoff. Alright, that's it. They're dying. You can't beat a good French jet. I don't know. The engine on this thing is very lackluster at the BR that they place it at, in my opinion. Of course, I also don't have it leveled up yet, so we're going to see how well it performs. But in the little bit of time that I've played it in air matches, it does not, the engine just does not perform very well at all. Hello, Billy Bob, how are you? All right, let's see, where is that punk at? He's on C, so let's go say hello. Alright, so we obviously don't want to get shot out of the air by a missile or something, so we're going to go low. As low as we can go, as they say. I bet you're celebrating, aren't you? You don't have to listen to the freaking cat or whatever she decides to be, scratching at your walls. Oh, that's a... Okay, I almost died. I'm really glad he missed. Have fun, boys. I hit him. I don't care.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Well done.
Alright, let me see if I can whip it around again. Oh, well, I got shot. I feel like I got targeted. Was rude. Oh, they brought a heavy tank. I might be dead. Hey, look, it's the Chinese version of me. I love how the SU-11 is a better bomber than I am when it comes to ground attacking and stuff. I'm just gonna launch artillery there, make sure they can't cap it. They wouldn't dare shoot me, right, guys?
Attention to the designated grid square. The Allied forces have captured a zone. Need cover.
Why, hello, little one. Burgess came in like a wrecking ball and didn't even care. I came in like a wrecking ball. Okay, that's my cue to leave. I almost got murdered. And I think someone's shooting at me now. Oh well, if I die, I die. I don't care. I'm just here to basically please you guys. I don't really care. Oh, thank you. That was very nice of you. Although I don't think it's really going to help, but thank you. Nope, considering the fact I just lost both of my breaches to a tank right there. And he's staring at me menacingly, and I'm on fire. Oh, sir, we can talk. Never mind, we can't talk about it apparently. I'm only doing this one match to satisfy a viewer, and I'm done, so. Right now I'm trying to grind out things. There's your play Israel for the day, because that's not happening again for a while. I try not to play Israel very much anymore because of the fact that there's always people that have their own political views about Israel, and it tends to go over into the game a little too much. So personally, I think Israeli tanks are cool. I don't really care about what they're doing. It's a game. Hello, Crusader. people this day and time, they don't really know the difference between this is a game and that's not, you know. They don't know the difference between real life and a video game, and that's the biggest issue we run into in today's society. Like the biggest issue and a lot of controversy was actually spread about GTA 5, and a lot of people said that the kids that would play GTA 5 you know, I'm just going to ask this one question, Rain VR. Well, actually, it's two questions. It's actually two questions. One, are you a female? If so, then you must be 18 in order to play or talk or anything for that matter. And the second one is, do you think I'm a furry? Because with that profile picture, that's probably the only reason you actually joined this stream. Just out of curiosity, just answer those questions. Okay, that's one question. Thank you. I'm glad someone gets it. You know, they do say one thing. They do say one thing, you know, they say the thing that real men wear pink, and it's like, pink does not go good on me. Like, for me, I know for a fact that pink is not a color that I would ever wear. I'm more of either a red, a dark blue, or a black t-shirt kind of guy. That's just how it works. And if you send me a friend request in War Thunder, I will gladly accept it, and you can join us into the Abyss of Doom, as I like to call it, because it's basically what it's about to be. I will say this, I think camo looks really good on me too, but, you know, that I think camo looks good on about near anybody, actually. I mean, because it's camo. The name's actually pretty easy to freaking remember, Frustrated Wolf 12. Also, I'm hitting 150 trying to get off the airfield. I'll be lucky if I don't drop. They need to make the airfields longer for planes like this. I think flaps would be great right about now. I have to start using them with this load. But, and we're doing 4-7. I've been doing 4-7 all day, actually. Not with this plane, but 4-7 planes. Hey, Churro. What's an LA-7 like you doing in a battle like this? I don't know. Would that be like the Planes movie pickup line? That reminds me of a pickup line that they actually used in the Planes movie, and it was actually funny. The truck dude, like, it's a dude that's like a pickup truck. It looks like an old Chevy. He rolls up to this, I don't know, it was like a pink car, and he goes, "Hey girl, did you just drop out of a B-17? Because you're the bomb." And I'm like, dear God. And no, I don't do 13-7. You can forget that. I don't have any top tier planes, don't plan on getting them ever, so do not ask that question again. Make it simple and easy for you. I plan on getting to about maybe 10-0, depending on where the Phantom line ends. And that'll be where I cut off what I mess with as far as the BR limit and everything. Because if I'm being honest, there's only one plane in that tech tree. Yeah, I noticed the DO-217. He's a bomber, he won't touch me, but the FW might. Nope, never mind. The FW said, nope, I'm out. Thanks to Crusader. So thank you, Crusader, for that. Also, good job, Crusader, for going on ahead and hitting ground targets. I'm going to head for that base if I can, but as slow as this plane is, I don't know. Why are the both of you going for the exact same aircraft? Oh, good job, Crusader. Hey, Crusader, you're on fire. You should put that out. Blow on it right quick. You'll be fine. Come on, Crusader. Blow on it. Hey, Crusader, you're now at the top of the leaderboard. How does that make you feel? Goodbye, world. Ah, the single cell. Oh, that's careful. Alright. That did not do as much damage. Dude, I can't stand getting up tiered because half the time it doesn't freaking do the damage I need it to. Now I have to turn all the way back around. I am the brain cell. That's where it went. I knew it. I knew I lost it somewhere. Oh my god. Guys, we're not going to talk about what I just did to myself. Goodbye, cruel world. So I think I need to put a 2-second timer on those thousands. Has the new update launched? Trust me, if the new update had launched, you would see me playing Naval a lot more. I wish the update would hurry up and launch so that I actually had something to actually make content on. But no, they're taking forever. Oh, that's nice. I have a 3-minute wait time. Exactly. Like, I'm not a big fan of the Iowa class battleships because, in my opinion, they were really only artillery support. It was what battleships ended up getting converted to. But I have a friend of mine who has asked me to be kind enough to get the USS Texas for him. So I want to try and do that because he lives in Texas and, you know, they have the USS Texas. And I figured, you know, why not? It has enough AA guns to probably defend a city. Why not? But I do plan on spending next week's Golden Eagles on other things other than ships. But I actually spent all of my earnings this week. I got, I think it was the Porter, no, hold on. I got the Missioner. Oh, look, there we go. Yay. All right, so hold on. Give me just a second. I'm still talking. I got the Missioner, the Porter, the Trenton, the Somners, Ralph, Alabama, Portland, and Northampton, all on 10,000 Golden Eagles. But when you go over here to Pensacola, you see how much it's going to cost me. That's 2,000 right there. And then if I do this one, it's over 2,000. So that's going to cost me out my rear end. Basically, it'll be about half of whatever I get this week. So I'm going to cut it off there for now. I'm going to get me some Golden Eagles because I need them. Or not Golden Eagles, but Silver Lions. And with the rest of it at least. And then we'll go from there, I guess. You know, I've been kind of thinking about something. Let me try something right quick. If I mount this, how much space and speed am I saving? A lot, actually. Those rockets weigh a lot. Okay, we'll use this one instead. If I remember FME, if I remember correctly, in order to even enter into the program, it's like 500 subscribers. But they do like a whole background check on you. And Jay, I'll answer your question in a second. So basically, what they'll do is they'll go through, they'll see how many subscribers you have, they'll see how many watch hours you have. You have to have a certain amount for that, and also if you talk anything political, and they have like certain rules that you can't break before you even get into the program. If they do that at all, or if you do that at all, they won't accept you. And I talk politics a lot. Not really like crazy politics, just my opinion on things that are happening in the world. And apparently in War Thunder, you're not allowed to do that. So, or at least to Gaijin, you're not. Because I guess they're afraid that you're going to say something bad about Russia. And since they're a Russian-based company, they don't want that happening. So they don't want politics being discussed. So... quick, make him talk bad about Russia. If I'm being honest, I have more to say about how stupid Ukraine is being, and not just Ukraine in general, just Zelensky. I have more stuff to say about how stupid he's being than I have to say about Putin. I mean, yeah, Putin basically started the war, sure, but oh wow, that's nice. But anyway, Jay, I was talking about you when I mentioned the friend with the USS Texas. What do you mean don't? Don't what? Don't say that Zelensky's a money-hungry, power-hungry prick? Oh, whoops. I'm sorry, guys. It just slipped out. Oh no. I said too much. Oh well, guess I'm getting killed by the Ukrainians. Go ahead, let that happen. Dude, let's be honest, alright? If I were to get killed by a Ukrainian today, I can almost guarantee you that... Why? I'm just... That is exactly why I don't invite many people to join me in customs, or anything for that matter. Because I can't grind because of the fact that people are always either ramming me, shooting me down, or just... I was talking to my mother. Please back off. Don't start asking me if I'm okay when you quite literally watched what freaking happened to me. What are you talking about? The way I see it, Britain wouldn't surrender in World War II when we stood alone, so why should Ukraine? Yeah, but see, there's a big difference, single cell, between Britain and Ukraine. Britain actually had the ability to make their own money. Britain actually had the ability to produce their own things. Ukraine comes to America and expects a handout. Expect it. When Zelensky came to America, he demanded for Trump to give him money to fight his war. But it was not, and I do not blame, and I'm not mad at all the Ukrainians, because the Ukrainians, after Trump said no, said, we don't need America's money. We don't need their guns. We'll use what's on the battlefield. The Ukrainian soldiers, they don't feel like they need American help. They believe they can fight that war on their own, and that is what wins war. Men who are willing to do whatever it takes to win a war. That's what wins wars, not money coming from another country. Britain had that same personality in World War II. They had people signing up willingly to go die in a war that they didn't know if they were going to win, and most likely they weren't. But they were still willing to sign up and give it a chance. They were still willing to sign up and try. That's what wins wars, not money given to you by some country that doesn't want anything to do with your stupidity. So do I hate Ukrainians and Ukrainian soldiers? No. Do I hate the Ukrainian president? Yes. You don't come to someone else's country and demand for them to give you a handout like it's candy. You respect. Excuse me? And then people say that Trump is pally-pal and buddy-buddy with Putin. That's because of the fact that Putin actually respects Trump and sees Trump as a leader and treats him as such. He doesn't come knocking on his door demanding for him to fund the war effort against Ukraine. He doesn't do that. But people look over stuff like that. The way they see it, Ukraine's the good guy, Russia's the bad guy. Neither one of them are good, guys. We're not good. Look at all the things we did during World War II. Murdering millions in Japan just to make a war end. Because of the fact that we didn't want to lose any more of our men. But yet we were willing to kill millions. And here's the thing that pisses me off. Alright? People, to put it into perspective, if I am thinking correctly, there were more people killed in the bombings of Japan than there were in the entire war in the Pacific. Possibly that in Europe too. At least in American total. So don't try and use those bombings as it was a way to win in the war. No, it was a quick and easy way out because of the fact that we were getting lazy. America tried stepping in at one point. We tried it in Korea, we tried it in Vietnam. Both times we lost soldiers and did not change a thing. Do not tell me to give you money for a war that you can fight yourself. Don't tell me to do that. And I'm sorry if that hurts people and it hurts your feelings, but there's a big difference between Britain and Ukraine right now. Because in Britain, during World War II, the president, or in this case, Churchill, he wasn't really begging for money. Churchill is known to have said this: send us the tanks, send us the guns, send us the planes, we'll fight the war. Churchill knew that America didn't want to get into the war. He did ask at one point, he's like, are you going to join the war? And the president at the time, he's like, I'd like to help you, but my people say no, and I'm not going to go against what they say. Because he was a president that cared about what his people said. All right? And he also knew that it would have helped us get out of the Great Depression that we were in as well. But the people did not want to go to war again. We don't want to go to war now. There are a lot of people that say, there are a lot of people that, are for sending Ukraine money, but I don't think for a second that any of them actually want to go out and fight on that battlefield. I know I wouldn't. It's not my war to fight. That's Ukraine's war. Now, if we loaned Ukraine money and they started paying us back... Hello, Alex. If we gave Ukraine money and they started paying us back, that'd be a different story. Because you're now getting us out of debt again. Thank you. But Ukraine doesn't... Let's be honest, guys. Ukraine doesn't plan on paying us back. Ukraine's going to take that money, they're going to do what they want to with it when it comes to the war, and then they're going to ask for more. They're never going to stop. But it is not Ukraine, it is not the Ukrainian people, it is the Ukrainian president. He's padding his pockets while his people die on the battlefield. He lives in a nice house while people die on a battlefield. He has no care in the world about those people. He wants to pretend he does, but he doesn't. Because if he really did care for his people, he would do what was right. He would see that they have pushed Russia back. They did the impossible with nothing. They proved that they are more strong than Russia gave them credit for. They got what land Russia took back. And they even pushed into Russia. But I get and I understand that a lot of people say that Putin has made many deals and he's went back on every single one of them. Yes, I'm aware of that. I come into this conversation quite aware of that. But here's the thing. All right? You want to know why he does that? Money. War profiteering. The more a war continues, the more money you make. He's keeping the war going so that he can put more money towards research for new tank designs, which, let's be honest, they've used the same tank chassis for the same thing for a lot of years. Give me a second.
Returning to the base. Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Destroy the target.
But war profiteering's bad nowadays. Alright, there we go. We got some stuff, so we're good now. Alright, let's see. What else we got that we can... Dear Lord, why are all the... Dude, this is far out. Oh well, whatever. I just realized I am the only aircraft that actually brought bombs. That's sad, it really is. Oh no. But I know you guys have different opinions and everything, and that's okay. I don't mind that. Isn't the whole idea to fund them to fight a war so you don't have to? To a point, yes. But here's my question to you, Single Cell. Why can't Britain fund them? Better yet, why can't NATO fund them? Let's see. They got France, they got Britain, and all them other nations and countries that are closer to Ukraine that could easily fund them, and it would be so much easier. But guess who's stuck with the funding issue? It's always America that has to do all the funding. Everybody else gets to sit on their money. Oh, we don't need to fund this war. Whether anyone wants to admit it or not, America's doing most of the funding. NATO might pitch in a little. Everybody just expects America to solve their issues, and that's one of the biggest issues I have, is like they come wanting a handout, and it's like, you know, we're trying to fix our own problems. We don't have time for your war. I've said it once, I'll say it again. America is in a financial bind that we are getting close to not being able to get ourselves out of. So sticking out of the war, saving our own money, and actually putting it back towards what debt that we are in, instead of giving it to the Ukrainians and the Israelis, which I don't think the Israelis need our help. I really don't. They have enough fight in them to do what they need to do too. I don't think for one second that a war between America and anybody is necessary at this point. Let them fight their own wars. Let them fund themselves. Stop expecting America to help you. It's time that America focuses on its own people. Y'all have to excuse me because the things aren't coming in the way they need to. So why is the U.S. getting involved with Iran then? The reason America is getting involved with that is because of the fact that we're trying to keep another war from happening.
Heading to the base. Destroy the target.
Oh look, my propeller broke. That's a lovely development of the night. Oh well. Okay, can the game stop breaking for 5 seconds? Thank you. Oh look, we won. I was helpful. The whole reason that we're getting involved in the Israeli/Iran situation is because the fact that Trump's trying to defuse the situation before it causes another war. I mean, we've already got the war between Palestine and Israel. I don't know if that's over or not yet. I don't really know, don't really care. But the whole point is trying to keep another war from starting, not trying to start one up. Israel strafed a boat for no reason and knew it was American, ignored it, and we did nothing. Yeah, I've heard that pathetic story. And apparently we tried to blame it on the Egyptians, I do believe. See, the thing is with that, you have to understand, it wasn't just Israel that came up with that plan. It was also an American government, the American government that came up with that. So you want to throw that in my face? How about you talk to the American government, because it was them and the Israeli government that came up with that plan. Don't spit facts unless you know everything, and the government came up with that. And they tried to blame it on the Egyptians, I do believe, is what the story says. The U.S. would have to rejig the entire economy in that case, since America said Europe should defend. War is okay for the economy, but here's the thing. When war starts for America, especially how we have things right now, our gas prices are already horrible enough. Our gas prices are going to shoot through the roof because of the fact that most of the gas is going to have to go towards our tanks and our planes. Tickets to fly will be expensive as all get out. You'll have to carpool because of the fact you won't be able to afford anything. So do I believe that war is good for the American economy? No, I do not. It will destroy the economy even worse because things will shoot up because of the fact that most of the funds will go to the war effort. It was at $2.69 a gallon where I am at, and then it shot up without me realizing it to $2.79 a gallon. In California, it's like $5 and more a gallon. It's quite literally impossible in California to own a gasoline vehicle and be able to survive off of the wages that we have right now. But one of the biggest reasons gas prices were so high when Biden was in office, and a lot of people don't know this, we were still buying oil from Russia. when Biden was in office. So needless to say, we were paying for their war effort without really knowing about it. So when Trump got in office, he quit that, and he switched us to using American fuel reserves or oil reserves, whichever one you prefer. So we're using American oil. I might, Jay. I kind of need a little break from War Thunder. Talking politics with these you lovely people is starting to get on my nerves. I hate having to explain my country's logic to people who don't live here. I really do. And the bad thing is, you want to know what's funny? Gaza, apparently, and I don't know where that's at, apparently from what I understand, they are in full support of Trump. They are in full support of Trump trying to stop the war. Full support of it. Just think about that for a second. People say that war would be good for America. I don't believe it would. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Dude, what do they have on their thing? I don't know all the facts, Jay, if I'm being honest. I really don't. Like, there are, and when it comes to, like, the immigration stuff, when it comes to the immigration stuff, even Mexicans agree with what Trump is doing as far as sending the illegal immigrants home. And there's a reason behind it. Like, a lot of the legal immigrants, I don't know what ZZZ is, so please stop asking. Oh shoot, I'm about to be flying next to their airfield. I don't want to do that. Guys, look at where their AA guns were like ready to fire at me and everything. That's crazy. I know I sound tired, guys, and to a point I kind of am, but the thing that really gets me is there are people that agree with a lot of things that I say that aren't even in America. And then there are people that are completely pro-Ukraine and everything, like, you know, let's send them more funds, let's send them more funds. And it's like, yes, let's cripple our economy, let's cripple our economy. That's a great idea. We haven't done that enough. And as far as, like, America going to war, I quite literally said that earlier. I said that, you know, during World War II, America didn't want to get involved in the war, but when we did, our economy boosted drastically because of the war. So do I believe war is bad for the economy? No. Do I believe... But, what was I saying? Like, the moment that America stepped foot in the war, everything changed. We got out of the Great Depression. We were able to start affording things again. It was the best time in America. The 1950s and 60s were probably some of the better times, arguably. Unfortunately, it's always been an issue with America. And we were at war. Exactly. But see, the biggest difference that I've noticed about the 50s and 60s wars and the 1940s, in the 1940s, they had like propaganda posters and stuff. And there was actually a law, too, where if you were caught driving by yourself, you could be fined and possibly put in jail for it because of the fact that that was fuel that you were wasting when you could have took, I don't know, your neighbor to work, something like that. Like you had to have somebody else that you were carpooling with during World War II. Like it was just something that we did to help save money for the war effort.
Heading to the base.
I'll be fine. Let them kill me. I don't care. I'm assuming one of them's over there. Dude, why does it keep spawning me over in this direction? What the world, dude? Also, guys, I'll be ending the stream here in a little bit. Do I believe in black Jesus? Here's the thing. There is no such thing as a black or a white Jesus. Here's the funny thing. Jesus was a... How's the best way to describe him? A light... Give me a second.
Reloading.
Anyway, going back to what I was saying, a lot of people don't know this, but Jesus wasn't black nor white. Alright, guys, Jerusalem and all those places, like, he's a Muslim, or not a Muslim, he was actually Jewish, I do believe, is what he was. Because, you know, originally everything was meant for the Jews, right? And then God said, let the Gentiles have it, which, me as a Christian, I'm a Gentile. Without God, I would not know my religion. I would not have a religion. Jockey. But I don't know. I just think the wars are stupid, and I think America trying to fund everybody else, or I think everybody trying to fund, or America trying to fund everybody else's war is stupid. Shoot, look at how well they're... Dude, why are they so accurate? Dude, they hit me like several times. Alright, I'm going for it. Oh, dear Lord. I'm gonna farm the crap out of that one. I know I'm not gonna get the whole pointage, but at least I shouldn't. Yeah, cool. I can take that. I can take an enemy kill assist. Dude, why are... Dude, I've never seen AA guns. Alright, cool, Jay. Dude, look at how accurate those AA guns are. What are they mounting in there? What are they giving those AA crews? You don't get anything for bombing bases anymore, do you? Oh, well, you do, I guess. That's not bad. Alright, let's see. Well, we've almost got it all the way researched, guys. But anyway, I am going to end this stream here. I hope everybody has a lovely day, and remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good one.